All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing and sharing and coming on back. I appreciate it. Back on YouTube this week as I'm around my little studio and I have technology with me. So this is where I am. You get to go onto YouTube and check it out if you're not listening to it on Spotify, Apple, Podbean, wherever you're getting your podcast. Anchor, of course, where I'm being housed. I'm available on YouTube. Also, go check out my other podcast with me buddy Corey Brooks called The Man's Brooks, not Books. Corey Brooks, The Manxiety Show. Also available. A bit, it's a bit raunchy over there, but that's okay. That is okay. Anyway, thanks for coming back. I'm right back from. I look like shit because I haven't slept in a week, properly at least. And I just got back from Florida yesterday and I just ended a 32-hour fast. What were you doing in Florida? Only recording me special. So before I'll get into the special, of course, and before I get into the special and the logistics of it all, I do want to say thank you for everybody who came to both shows Friday and Saturday. I had a blast. I really had a blast. I was a bit worried about on Friday, technical side of it, and I got a bit nervous, but the crowd was just great. Everything was great. Big thank you to, of course, no particular order, but top of my list today is Madcap Comedy Club in Florida. Adam Lowry, cheers mate for allowing me to do it, being very flexible. Thanks to the whole camera crew and team who put it together. My buddy Adam Snare, who not only hosted the show, did a great job hosting it, but also put me up in his house. Could have stayed in a hotel. I'm not like that. Mick Thomas, man of the people. Hung out with me buddy. We went fucking looking at gators. We'll talk about the special in a minute. So I'm down in Florida. I did South Carolina first, right? I was in South Carolina with family for Thanksgiving, and that was all right. You knew that kind of. I told you that in last week's episode. I drove down with the boy, and and then we got to, I got to hang out with South Carolina, and I got to go to I went to a gym down there, right? And it's so funny to see meatheads with accents. I want to talk about accents on this episode, I think. But I went to a gym down there, and you have to do the fake sign up thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm moving to the area, because they give you like a 21 free day pass. Most gyms don't do 21 days, do 3 days. And they go, okay, sure, let me give you a tour. So you have to pretend like you're interested. Oh, do you have any kids? I do have kids. I have 2. I moved down here from Long Island. What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a comedian. That was a mistake, because then she starts asking you questions about this guy and that guy, and so you go along, and you got 2 kids. I do. And then they go to the shows where the creche is. I don't know, daycare you call it here, but I think it's called a creche in Ireland. And in there's children playing and stuff, so she brings me in. Look at your kids being that. And I start asking questions about the fucking creche. Like, I'm moving there. Like, this is... Oh, so let me ask a question. What time does the creche close it? Around 5 o'clock. So then if I want to come down and bring the kids after work... So my kids are way too old to be in a creche anyway. I'd let my fucking kids stay home alone. No problem. They're at that age. Now I'm like an idiot fucking having a conversation with this woman about the creche that I'm never going to use. The fucking idiot. So I show it and I go work out, and it's a typical gym, right? It's kind of like better than a Planet Fitness, not as good as an LA Fitness, if that makes sense. And it's got meatheads like every other gym does, right? And they go around in the tank tops but it's funny, like when you're in New York, when you see a meathead, like their voice matches their body. Do you know what I mean? Like, the voice matches the body that they have. You gonna be longer on a machine? About 5 more sets, mate. 5 sets? Fuck's sake, bro. You know what I mean? But then you go to South Carolina, and it's like, how many more sets you got on there? Like, it's just like, you don't match the body. You don't match the body. Like, accents are weird, because we went out, myself and Adam, we went out on an airboat. And I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to get an airboat, like, going around the swamps of Florida and, or Louisiana, down New Orleans, maybe. And, go look at gators. That's street for alligators. And so we go there and we take a ride and we go out to look at gators, and Sure enough, there's like, we don't get the whole boat to ourselves. There's like 2 other people on it, and they're behind us. They're another couple. Not another couple, they're a couple. Me and Adam are not a couple, of course, but they're sitting right behind us. So, and the guy comes up and he does the typical tour guide where he, you know, makes jokes, and you kind of have to laugh at them. You know, I don't normally fake laugh, but I do, you know, I do. And I'm, you know, he says, look, is this anyone's first time on an airboat? And I goes, me, of course. And he goes, yeah, man, too. You know, those kind of jokes. And you're like, yeah, that's funny. And then he was saying, like, you know, if somebody falls over, I don't want you to jump in the water and try to save them. That's my job, because if you jump in, I got to save 2 of you. Blah, blah, blah. And he goes, so then you got 2 options. If you fall in, you either got to learn how to fight a gator, or you got to learn how to use this airboat and take yourselves back home. Soon as he said that, the guy next, like behind me, the couple, hat, t-shirt, shorts, normal, right? And he goes, I'm going to tell you something right now. Like, it was that over the top. Like, if you asked me to do like a typical southern bad accent, I would do him. And he was like, I'm going to tell you right now, man, if it comes to either me swimming in that water or learning to drive this machine, you best believe I'm going to drive this machine. Right there, I'm going to tell you that for nothing. Right now, I'm going to tell you that for free. So, lovely guy, funny, nice accent. You know, we're going around, we're seeing the alligators, lots of alligators down there. Go there, by the way, if you're ever in Florida, go check it out. Hang on. My phone is ringing. Stop that there, so it's still going. Oh. Sorry, technical problems. There we go. Now we're back up and running. Fucking hell. Sorry, let me just give me 1 second. This is typical, right? When someone the technology I have isn't fucking where I can I should have shut my phone off, but I didn't. Let me just hang on. Come on. Recording me podcast. I'll call you back in 2 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes. It'll be a bit longer, right? We've all done that. I'm only 10 minutes away. I'm a half an hour away. Anyway, so this guy's got the voice. He's doing like, right? He's got all that over the top. So then we go into, you know, we see the gators. They're jumping around. Black, what's it called? I'll figure it out before the day's over, before the episode's over, I'll know. But anyway, so you go in and it's got, we're sitting down getting something to eat, and I tried alligator. I tried it for the first time. And you're not trying alligator, really. Like, that's what they say, you're being exotic and adventurous, but you're really not. They just burn it. They burn it so much on a grill, and then they dip it in sauce. So it's just like, you're just chewing the flavour of the sauce and the charcoal and whatever it is. So I can't say, I mean, if I got over, pulled a gator over in a fucking headlock, stuck out my Crocodile Dundee knife, slit him from guts to gizzard, took out a bit of meat, and went, yeah, I tried gator. I didn't. The guy's just slapped a bit on your plate, you know. So I'm sitting there, and the couple is next to us, and he came over like, "Yeah, you have a good time on the boat?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it was good. It was fun. How about yourself? Did you like it?" "Yeah." Like, "Yeah, we're there. We're on vacation. We're visiting the family. Got some youngins in this neighborhood. So she always wanted to go out on the boat. We took her out on the boat." I go, "Oh, nice, man, nice." I go, "What do you do? What do you do for a living?" He goes, "I'm a doctor." Sorry, what? Like, he probably is a doctor, but isn't it something funny when we hear an accent that if he sounded just like that, right? So if I was he never said where he's from. I don't know if he was from Louisiana, if he was from Mississippi. I don't know, Alabama, could have been anywhere, like over the top. Could have been southern Florida, like way down the tip of Florida. It could have been, and he said that he could have been from anywhere. But like, if I was traveling into his town and I'm in a hotel, and all of a sudden, like, I feel like something in my stomach, and I go to the hospital, and they go, "Look, your appendix burst." Right, and all of a sudden he walks in like, we got to go operate on your stomach there. I'm like, the fuck you will. I don't give a shit. Not with that voice you won't, mate. I don't care. Put that scalpel down. I don't care how many fucking degrees you have on the wall. I don't care how many awards you were given. I don't care if you're in line for the next Nobel Prize or whatever it is. I would rather go to see a vet in New Jersey than let someone with a fucking accent like that touch me. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's just how we judge people by accents. I know some of you probably listen to this episode and judge me by my accent, but whatever, it was what it was. So I spent a great deal of time down in Florida, and I'm probably going to move there. I spent the whole week. I just drank way too many Red Bulls, because I just wasn't sleeping. I couldn't sleep at my mother-in-law's house. I couldn't sleep at Adam's house, and I was fucking wrecked, man. And I was worried that in the special I would have these big bags under my eyes, but they have forward-facing lights which take those away. Trickery of the business, and I was quite happy. I was just too many Red Bulls. So I think I'm going to give up Red Bull. Yeah, I decided this. I was driving and I said, I think I'm going to give up Red Bull and porn. Now, they're not connected. Maybe they are. Maybe they're both a stimulant in a way. But Red Bull, I know it's not good for you because I got over the last few weeks bad acid reflux, right? When I go online and Google what can you take for acid reflux or what you shouldn't take, porn is one of them, by the way. I'll get to the porn part in a minute. But I go to acid reflux, and the top answer, first of all, is chocolate. And I went, the fuck you think I'm giving up chocolate? Not happening. Not doing it. Not going to happen. I would and this is why my dad used to love a drink when he would come home. He used to like going to the pub with the lads and have a few pints after being out on the road as a truck driver, right? He'd be gone for like 5 days, maybe home for 3. And he would go out to the pub and have a few scoops, as he would say, with the lads. And, and then when he found out he had diabetes, the doctor's like, yeah, you know what, you're going to be fine. Just take away, you're just going to stop drinking alcohol. He's like, I'll just jump in my grave now, will I? Like, because he just said, I'm not giving up alcohol. Like, it's not, I'd rather take the injection once. It just like, and I disagreed with him my whole life of that process, when he was going through that. I was like, what are you doing? You that? Because I don't drink. I don't understand the connection. But when they tell me now I had to give up chocolate to stop acid reflux, I'm like, fuck it, I'd rather just throw up in my mouth every night and swallow it. There's no way I'm giving up chocolate, mate. I fucking top of the list. Number 2 on the list, energy drinks and caffeine. Now caffeine is different if you get it from tea or coffee or whatever. What's that there? I don't drink coffee, but I do enjoy a nice green tea once in a while. So I'm going to switch from green tea now that the weather's cold anyway, and I'm just done with Red Bull. I'd rather die than give up chocolate. I will live with the pain of acid reflux than give up the most favourite thing that I like to put in my mouth. He said they're leaving that open for any weird jokes. So yeah, I ain't doing it. But yeah, giving up Red Bull, giving up porn. I don't know, man. You just like. Did you ever just watch porn and then do nothing to yourself? Like, because you're supposed to use it as an aid, right? To help you, because we're weak-minded now. We can't think of anything anymore. We can't just lie there and go, yeah, remember that person. You can't do it anymore. We have to just look. We have to look at it in visual. But did you ever that's when I knew I was like, I don't need this anymore. I would look at it and just look at it. Like, just to look at it. Like it was going to be better than The Simpsons. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could be better off just sitting on the couch watching The Simpsons. Instead, I'd be sitting there watching these people go. I'm like, why? And then what it does is it gets you all. Fucking phone again. Look, this is fucking Corey calling. For fuck's sake. Does that interfere with my show? Yeah, of course it does. And that interferes. All right, now we're back again. Fucking hell. I should have turned it off. Anyway. And I used the audio from the phone to go to Anchor. So that's why I couldn't ignore the call like an idiot. But so what it does then is like when you watch it, it just kind of like riles you up and gets you know what I mean? And then you walk around, you didn't do anything, so now you're just walking around. Do you ever get so like, I don't know if women get this, so I'm going to sound ignorant, but did you ever, like as a lad, did you ever just get like so horny that you're mad? Do you know what I mean? I think sexual frustration, right, especially a lad being backed up, I think sexual frustration should count as a mental illness. Like, you should not be held responsible for certain things if you're sexually frustrated. Does that make sense? Like, you go to buy a car and you're like, this car will get me laid. And you go buy the car and you go home and you have a wank and you're like, I shouldn't have bought this car. And you bring it back and they go, what's wrong with the car, sir? Is there anything wrong with the car? Car's fine. Is it too expensive? It is a little bit expensive, but I could afford it. I just don't want the car. Why not? Because I thought it would get me laid and I just had a wank. And I go, okay, sir, right away, just sign right here. Like, they should understand that it should be a form of mental illness. You know, like when they talk about mass shooters, the first thing that comes to people's argument is guns. It's the guns problem. And then in comes, no, it's not. It's a mental health problem. Neck and neck in a race. Nobody ever goes, when was the last time you had a wank? When was the last time you had a wank? And if someone says it's been 3 months, well, lads, of course. You can't go out there with loaded guns. No pun intended. You have a wank before every decision. Before I bought my house, had a wank. I was a weird open house, but still, right? There's a dog barking. Got that cunt back too. Jesus Christ. But did you ever get so upset that from having a wank, not from having a wank, the dogs throw me off. Did you ever get like so horny as a lad that you're like you walk down the street and you see a really attractive woman and you're mad at her because she's attractive? That's why I'm giving it up. Like you'll see a girl standing up like on lip gloss or something or a fucking lipstick, and like, you could have fucking done that at home, you whore. Like what? What's wrong with you? Right? I said too much. I was done with it. So, but we get back, by the way, the dog, just you hear him. So we had a woman mind the dog. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say what town she's in because I'm sure there's not that many dog minders on Long Island. And we called back yesterday and I said, look, I'm going to be picking up. I'm going to be home around 5. Can I have my dog back? And she wrote back, goes, no, I'm not going to be in town. I'm out east. So she goes, why don't you go pick the dog up yourself on the way home? The door is open. I go, what the fuck? You leaving your house open by yourself with a dog in there? I go, oh yeah, sure, whatever. So I go to the house. She goes, oh, ignore the other dogs. So I go to the house, open the door. 9 dogs came running at me. My dog is buried in the middle. Doesn't recognize me because I'm gone a week. But 9 dogs. Barking and chewing and scratching and and the house is a fucking mess. 9 dogs in it. She has a doggy door. So the dogs just come in and out and go all over her couch, all over the carpet. You know what I mean? I'm convinced that she's obviously alone, right? And she's a sweet lady, but obviously rubs the peanut butter and gets it. She's not doing stuff with those dogs. So I'm never taking my dog back there again. I should have just left the front door open and said, go free, guys, go free. You're no longer, like, you know that kind of liberation you might feel like Liam Neeson must have felt in Taken when he not only just saved his daughter but all the other girls from the sex traffickers, and he's just standing there like, I'm Liam Neeson, I saved all these girls. Wouldn't it be great if I just opened a door and all the fucking dogs just ran out into the street? You're welcome there, Madras. Madras, the Irish word for dogs. So yeah, and so anyway, this special went great. I had such loyal fans, I had one woman, she drove from the south to Florida 3 hours just to come and watch the show. And she had someone in her party fall out because she was sick, and she still came, and I was just so, Colleen her name is, and thank you so much for Colleen. And another woman who flew from fucking Long Island down to see the taping, Linda, who turns up a lot of my shows when I'm on the island. Thank you, mwah. Oh my god, the loyalty. You know, I don't have a lot. I've a lot of fans, but not loads of fans, right? Wherever I go, I got people that will turn up to see me, and I gotta say, man, you guys are fucking great. You're nice. You're kind. You know, it just really is. You really are great. Thank you so much. Thanks to Adam for the comment. I did my thanks already, didn't I? Yeah, I ain't doing thanks again. But thank you to the people who came out to the special. That means the world to me, really, because it wouldn't have happened without you. If there was no people there laughing, it's just me shouting into a bunch of cameras. So, did the taping, did over an hour. I don't know what I'm going to use of it. I'm excited to see it. I'm getting the first draft already because the team are working on it like right around the clock. They have 2 hours to choose from, to pick through, to go through, to edit. And I'm excited to see what they give me. But so now, that's why I didn't open the episode with tour dates. I'm at the comic strip a lot, West Side Comedy Club a lot on Long Island. I'll be hitting open mics. I'll be at Governor's a lot, and just running out material, just bombing. So if you want to come see Mick Thomas, do not expect a good time, because my material is brand fucking new, untested, untried, it'll be fun to watch me go up there with notes and stuff, which I never really bring up notes. I think I maybe once I brought up a list, but never notes. So you'll get to see the process if you come see me again. But I don't have any shows lined up. I have a lot of spots lined up, a lot of spots. But then once they're done into December, we hit the ground running in January, and we got the 2023 tour coming along. Austin, Texas, we're coming down to you. Back down to Florida for a bunch of dates. Minnesota. Where else are we going? Back to LA, Utah again, Ohio, Chicago, Nashville. A lot of places that we're looking forward to hitting in 2023. So I appreciate all of you. Appreciate it. For the support that you've given me for the special. So thank you. And thanks for listening to this episode. Voice is going again. Fuck. I'm going to go have me dinner now, hang up the Christmas tree and all that stuff, watch Christmas movies. But thanks for liking, listening, subscribing and sharing. Give me a comment in the YouTube. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. More than happy. And yeah, check out my other podcast with my buddy Corey Brooks, The Manxiety Show. It is out now. Thanks so much. Wash your hands as always, you dirty fuckers. And good luck to you. Good luck to you.